can charge anything I want for my device and then charge that as the rebate. So the cost of my fuel chips are $10,000. They don't know it. They have no idea of knowing what my costs are. They don't care what the costs are because in their minds, at $15,000, you're only going to reduce 1, maybe 2% of the pollution with these traps. So to get 100% reduction, that's going to take a very expensive process, one that we haven't figured out yet. But if the carbon allowance number is hit by some company who can, here's the magic purse. What's the magic purse prize worth? Well, that depends on the person who rubber stamped it for cost, which they don't know. So this thing is loosely written. You gotta read through it, and then you gotta read through it knowing what we do versus what everybody else has. So we can't go online to Google and say, how much is Iridium going to get paid for a 1952 pickup in carbon allowances? Google doesn't know that answer. Now, a year or two from now, Google could know that answer based on the reports that have came in and the carbon allowances have been paid. We have data on that. Those numbers are then going to have reflect because the government is now going to realize what I've done. I've created a technology for under $1,000 that I can charge $10,000 for and give away $9,000 in carbon allowances to the person in the form of a rebate. Again, they don't know what, and in my abstract it says at the end, how much for the cost of the technology. Now, I also even included computer expenses to run a business with, 5 gas analyzers, the whole nine. I covered everything up to still be able to hide why I'm charging $1,500 for a product that cost about $6 to manufacture. If I disclose my cost, then my rebates are going to reflect it as well. And I'm only going to get paid a small portion of what the carbon allowance is worth based on the price of my technology, not getting paid for what the carbon allowance is worth by having my technology not disclosed, but given the technology price on what it costs for that particular truck or car.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That's the other. Yeah.
WOW started as a private label, and they're going to go out and they're going to sell these devices, correct? And they're going to charge whatever they're going to charge, and then they're going to tell the customer you're going to get a carbon allowance rebate. How long before WOW starts getting back their money?
Well, that depends again on how fast WOW can get to 1,000 carbon allowances.
So you need to do it.
They sell them in a week.
Right.
Okay. Then okay, they sell them. Let's say they get it handled in 30 days. Boom. Got 1,000 of them done in 30 days. So now we're at March 1. We would submit them March, April. Okay. So March and April are pretty much the papering process and the filing process to get everything handled. So then we're opening the escrow. Now, do we pay them the carbon allowance? We're paying the carbon allowance on month, remember?
All right.
So they pay full retail, and they get a third of that retail price. They get that right back in the form of carbon rebate right on the spot. So the carbon allowance, first year's carbon allowance, then will go to the escrow company. That first payment then will be kicked out, would be, so if you sold something on February 1 to March 1, you pay full retail, so let's say it costs $1,000. It costs them $1,500 full retail. They would then get $500 back for every one. They would get the first carbon allowance then. So first year would be till April. Okay, so then April, May, June. So everything sold from February until June would start over. Everything from February to March sold now, carbon allowance quarters would start to kick in from 17 months from that time for the next 48 months.
Now is WOW sharing?
No, not 48 months. For the next 40. No, it'll be 60. Yeah, it'll be 44 months. Yeah.
Now is WOW sharing? Is WOW going to share the carbon allowance? Basically, the money goes to you, right? As the manufacturer, the carbon allowance, and you divvy it out, right?
Well, yeah, I rubber stamp it off, and then have the carbon allowance fee going through the escrow company. So the escrow company rebates it back to the person, or rebates it to me, or rebates it to whoever it needs to go to.
Gotcha.
So I kind of slid an escrow company in there as my to shut the doors to disclose, so I don't have to disclose my margins, or that I gave the carbon allowance credits back to the customers. That was the key. I figured I'll just carbon allowance back to a customer and the sales force in the form of a commission check.
Right.
No matter what the cost of the product is, it's all commission and referral money. So that's cost of doing business too, right?
Yeah. And it's over 4 years you're getting paid as a salesperson.
Yeah, and as a salesperson you get paid over 4 years, yeah. So, in my eyes, it was because the product is continuing for 5 years. That's why you're paid every year for 5 years.
Right.
That was another thing these PM trap and filters and all these, what happens when they break down? Okay? What happens when my product breaks down? I give them a free one. So my cost really technically is 10, maybe 15,000, whatever I decide to circle it and say that's what this job's gonna cost. Okay? For 1 year, I'm renewing the project for 5 years automatically because I know that my product won't have any problem working for 5 years. But you got some of these other traffic companies and such, now they got to reinstate their carbon allowance paperwork every year because the truck has to be making sure that the trap filter is performing properly every year.
Let me ask another question. The bus program, there's no cost, you said, to the bus. But the distributor is going to have to go 90 days or more before he sees any money, right? Or no?
Well,
And they still-
hold on now. If there's no cost,
Well, you said there was no cost to the bus company. In other words, let's talk about 1,000 buses. Let's just talk. Give me the scenario for 1,000 buses. We don't have to test them all, or we do have to test all of them.
we need. Give me 5 baseline tests.
Okay.
Okay. So that cost is going to be it's going to have to that's you got to buy a Snap-on tool. I mean, that's that's part of your.
Okay, so you do 5
You're gonna have
buses.
to
You got a company that says they got 1,000 buses. I love Iridium. I love Iridium. We'll test 5 buses. Okay, walk me through the process.
Okay, we got 5 buses tested. We got our baseline numbers to know how much pollution is coming out. Okay,
Yep.
so we know what the bar is. We know what it starts at.
Right.
Then we put our technology and we take it down to 0.
Right.
So that means it was at 300. Oh shit.